AEW Forbidden Door takes place this Sunday, and there's a total of 10 matches. Most of these wrestlers, I'm not familiar with them. I don't know who they are. Maybe I've seen them on AEW 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, maybe 5 months ago, or maybe I'm familiar with some of the names because they were in the Fire Pro Wrestling video game, but that's about it. Why do I care as a fan for these unknown wrestlers? The build up to this has just not been the best, and I think at this point that Tony Khan should reconsider having this pay-per-view. There's no point to this pay-per-view anymore. Like, just this week on AEW Dynamite, a few more matches were announced, and I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Why do I care for this guy? Why do I care about this guy? There's no point to it. Yes, I'm interested in Swerve versus Will Ospreay. That's going to be the main event for the AEW World Championship. And that's about it. Zack Sabre, he's going to have a match against Orange Cassidy. Now, I do like Zack Sabre, but once again, why do I care about him? I think he had a match on AEW Dynamite where he defeated Kyle O'Reilly, who I really like. And I think he was on AEW. He had a match against Danielson. That was a couple of months ago. But other than that, why would the average fan care about him? It doesn't make any sense. And I think, at first, just my opinion, the concept of Forbidden Door, it was intriguing at first when they had the first Forbidden Door, a couple of years ago. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then after that, it got stale and it got old really fast. Okay, yes, we want to see people from different promotions have a match. Okay, yeah, you can do that. You can build it up, but it doesn't have to be an entire pay-per-view. So I think that Tony Khan really should reconsider just getting rid of this pay-per-view, because it's I don't know. There's nothing special. I know we have I'm looking at this card right now. The ladder match for the vacant TNT Championship. I think Jack Perry's going to win this. I would like Takeshita to win. And then the Owen Hart tournament first match. Bryan Danielson versus some guy. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name. Like, why do I even care about this guy? And then the trios match, Chris Jericho, Big Bill, and Brian Keith versus Samoa Joe and Hook and Shibata. Why do I care about this? I think that Hook, his team, should win, but Chris Jericho, he used to be one of the best wrestlers. And the last few years with this new persona, new character, is just horrible. Why do people care? And then Toni Storm versus Mina. Once again, why do I even care? I mean, now that has had some build up to it. Maybe the execution hasn't been the best, but there's been like a storyline and build up. So I have to give them credit for that. And then MJF is facing some guy. I have no idea who he is. So why do I care about that? That was just like random how that match was just put together. And the Elite, they're going to have a match against the Acclaim. I think that the Young Bucks, they're going to win. Well, the Young Bucks and Okada versus the Acclaim and some other guy. So yeah, I don't really get it. And then of course the TBS Championship match, Mercedes Moné is going to fight someone named Stephanie, and I'm like, what's the point of that? Moné is going to win. It's for the TBS Championship and the New Japan Pro Wrestling Strong Women's Championship. I'm like, okay. And then Moxley, he's going to be fighting some guy for the IPW World Championship. But I don't know. I really, as a fan of pro wrestling, I want AEW to do well. I want them to improve. I want the product to get better. But it's just like repeat after repeat, doing the same thing, and stuff is not working. Where are the stars? Have people who stand out. Where are the strong promos? You know, where are they? Look at WWE right now. Like the last 2 years, WWE has been good. It's been, you know, they have been doing a great job in just the turnaround. Because maybe 3 to 4 years ago, WWE at times, you know, was just really hard to get through some of the shows. And then also WWE, you know, they sometimes, like, every show is not going to be the best, it's not going to be the greatest, but they have been on a roll lately. And I'm just hoping that AEW can turn it around and will finally get there, because the product is just not really the best. So I'm hoping that after this pay-per-view, they will get it together. And these 10 matches, like I think this is going to be the first time that I'm not going to watch I'm not going to buy an AEW pay-per-view, because I just have no interest in this. So I'm just hoping that they will get it together. Once again, Tony Khan needs to turn it around. He needs to hire other people to help him, because it is showing. And, you know, I know people say, you know, opinions are subjective, but you can look at the product, and if you've been watching it the last few months, I think even like I said, I know it's subjective, but objectively, it's just not the best. It's not the best right now. So AEW, Tony Khan, please turn it around, because as a fan of pro wrestling, I want all of wrestling to do well. And I know some people, they may prefer WWE over AEW, vice versa. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But my issue is, like, there's a lot of negativity, you know, and it's, you know, to me, it's okay to have different opinions. It's okay to say, hey, the product's not good right now, but you want it to get better. But then there's also people that will bash AEW, say it's horrible, which it has been, and saying that they hope that AEW goes out of business. To me, I think that's just weird, because I don't want to see people, you know, out of a job. But I do want the product to get better. So hopefully things will get better.